Hello, good evening. Hello. Happy April. And we are back with our live sessions with, of course, our product of the month. And this month is the fiber gel and the fiber coat in a bottle. So tonight I'm going to talk about both. Tonight I'm going to do two of my nails. And I'm going to make them in two different ways. So one will be just normal overlay or normal extension, we can call it normal, and the other one will be on the upper form, so you can see how to work with the fiber gel. Of course, you can ask any questions about the fiber gel if you have any concerns, or maybe you don't know when to use it or how to use it and something is missed. You can always ask me during the live or after. Of course, I'm going to reply. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly put my other phone on because I can't see the comments again, and the Facebook still doesn't work as we want it to work. So you won't be seeing my face during the live, but maybe good thing. So let me just open the thing, and then we can start. Okay, Magda is live. Oh, hello Camila, hello Irma, hello guys. Now I can see the comments. So I'm going to put my other phone just on the side, and then I will know what is happening with the comments. Okay. So I can't see myself now. I hate this Facebook. Technology is all good when it works, isn't it? Okay, so can't see. Maybe I will see later. So let me do what I'm going to do, guys. I will first swap the camera over, and then maybe I'll be able to see the comments. Hello, I can see Camila comment. Okay, let me just flip the camera all the way around, and then we can start. And then maybe in the meantime, I'll be able to fix these comments things that I can see. I'm really sorry about this, guys, but it just doesn't want to work. Okay, I have hello Irma, hello Alexandra. Now I can see the comments, which is good. This is good. Let me just turn down this music a little bit, and we can start. I know you all love my playlist, but it will be all about talking. So while I'm seeing the comments, and I'm going to talk about fiber gel, you can tell me in comments, guys, if you use the fiber gel, if you use the fiber gel in the jar, or maybe use the fiber gel in the bottles, the fiber coats. What's your favorite one of it? Or maybe not using at all, and you're just here to see. And I hope I'm going to persuade you to try it, because it is amazing. So first, let me show you the colors. I put them on the sticks. This is the fiber gel. The fiber gel, now we have all of these colors plus clear and the white. There's no white here. I need to fix that. So first colors that we have from the fiber gel. We have the fiber gel since 2014, so it's really a long time on the market now at Magnetic Nail Design, and is absolutely loved by the nail technician all over the world. We first came out with the 4 colors. Was the clear, was pink, the camouflage was the extender. This is the extender in a whole jar, is sculpting fiber gel. The pink was semi-transparent pink, so not completely opaque, which is liked by the nail technicians as well, because a lot of nail technicians like to see what's happening under the gel polish. So let me just open. In the jar, you can see that it's just a little bit colored, but actually when we place them on the stick, the pink is semi-transparent. This is really, you can see how transparent it is. The clear is super clear in my opinion, although it's not as clear as the standard builder gel because of the fiber particles inside. And maybe some of you, because you already follow magnetic nail design for years, this is the clear. Maybe some of you know what is the name of the fiber particles that are inside this gel. You can see in the jar is a little bit thick because of the fibers inside, but it's still liquidy, it's still honey-like structure, not the syrup. It's really nice and easy to apply, and it is clear. After curing, it's extra clear, this product. Just put it here. And we also have the white, not the ivory, the white. Let me just find the white, fiber gel white. I have it here. So I have all of my fiber gels in a drawer, and you know I like the labels. I'm a label machine. Everything is labeled. And this is the white. White is, I wouldn't say as white as extreme white from the fiber coat in a bottle, but still white enough to create beautiful film. So these gels, these 4 colors were first created. They were used by nail technicians, as I mentioned, all over the world for years. And I was using this as well. We were sculpting on forms. We were using this as an overlay. They were used in the competitions. We were using them over the tips, over the forms. This is the product that I was learning to use when I started with magnetic nail design to create the extension. So yeah, the product was there for years and was amazing. And of course then the whole nail industry went into builder in a bottle. So a company focused a little bit more on the creating more colors with the gel in the bottle. But then something changed and ended up the builder in a bottle is not good enough for all of the clients. So the nail technician started to ask about harder gel, coming back to the gel in the jar. But they were still looking for the colors that will be suitable for the clients. Hello, Aneta. Like the blushes, for example. And then the company came out with the new fiber gel color, because this fiber gel, as I mentioned, can be used for anything. So first came out the rose and the ivory. Now, these having the different jar, and they also have the different name, but does not mean that these gels are different than the previous one. It's the same strength. Everything is the same. You can use this gel for absolutely everything, but they got different names because the company is coming up with so many colors that will match the blush range, so the builder in a bottle range. Hopefully that's clear, because we had a lot of clients, nail technicians asking on the very beginning what's the difference, but it's actually not as different. Now, the ivory and the rose, they came out in here. I'll show you on the sticks. So here I have the rose and here I have the ivory. They're beautiful together, beautiful to create the baby boom. They're fully covering as the blushes when you have the gel, but as well you can use them in a thin layer in transparency. So great colors, they came out and they were a huge success. We were all loving them. And after that we had the peach. This will be more like matching the Power Gel Nude, so a little bit warmer shade. But I absolutely love the peach. I use peach all the time. It's one of my favorite colors. And then we also had the color, what was it, frosted pink? Nice and sweet. And this one will be exactly the same color as the frosted pink from the Power Gel range. Really nice and sweet, fully covering. And then we had the deep pink. Let me just open this jar as well. It has a little bit different shade. I just had these jars with me traveling, so I do apologize for the state of it. So this is the deep pink, really nice and deep color. So these are all the colors of the fiber gel, and cool thing, when you use the gels just as an overlay and using the nude, you don't need to, of course, use the gel polish. You can just offer to your clients the colors and just say that you want a nude. Maybe you want to try one of these, which is amazing, because then you can just show it to them like that and they can choose. They can choose their nude. So you can see the range of the nudes we have now, and for sure the more colors are coming because they are super popular. They're selling amazing, and today I'm going to show you how to use them. Yeah, on the nails and on the two things. So if you use the fiber gel already and you tried the new colors already, you can tell me, do you have your favorite or not really, or using all of them, or what's the idea of using the fiber gel in your case? I absolutely love to use them with the upper forms. I think they're just great, making life much, much easier. But today I'm going to show you how to use them on two ways. So one will be the upper forms and we will do the nice marble designs when you can see the few colors together. And one will be with the just the extension, but maybe instead of doing extensions on the forms, I'm going to do the extensions with the shapeset as well. Will be a little bit quicker. So let me start, and I'm going to start with the base, and for my base I'm going to use the rubber base. For the nail, nice and thin layer. I just pick up the cool, but it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to use the primer on my nails. I just dehydrated the nails with the prep and wipe. You know, the prep and wipe is the solution to clean and dehydrate the nail. Doesn't have any water inside, and I'm just applying really thin layer of the rubber base on my natural nail. Perfect. Today, just before, just drop it. Before the live, I was removing my previous set. I had this nice French when I was in Poland, celebrate my granddad's birthday, and then but I had to remove it so I can do the live for you. But yeah, that'll be fine. I will have the nice nails again. No problem at all. So I'm going to choose the square tip to create my tip instead of the form, and then I will do the classic overlay on top of it. For our fiber gel, you do not need to use the rubber base as a base, okay? You can use the fiber gel as a base, as a thin layer. Our fiber gel is 3-in-1 gel. It means it can be your base gel, it can be your sculpting gel, and you can also buff it to the high shine. And you don't need to really use the top gel on top of it. The whole thing about the fiber gel, which makes them really, really strong, will be the fiber particles. And I didn't see any comment back from you about the fiber particles, so I can tell you that these fiber particles, number 3, that are inside this gel are called the nylon 66. And if you know, guys, the nylon 66, and if I can just explain to you how it works, creates like the fibers inside the gel creates like a mesh together, okay, and then they move in with the gel, adding the extra strength. And how it all works, if you think about the lycra, I will use the lycra ties, okay? They're really, really thin, but they have inside the nylon, so they can be stretchy and at the same time super strong. The same idea is with the nylon 66 inside our fiber gel, that we can be flexible. The nail can move with the natural nail, the gel, but at the same time it gives the extra strength. That's why this gel can be used for sculpting, can be used for longer nails, for shorter nails, for really anything you like. So I'm going to start with creating a little tip with my fiber gel ivory. So I'm just spreading this all over my tip. Originally these tips You probably tried them before as well. They have this really sharp corners here. I'll always cut them when I'm using them as a tip. So I'm trying to use the upper forms in my salon work as well, and encourage girls to use it as well, because it's good for business. You know, you can make the nails much faster, and you're not really wasting money. Okay, so I shouldn't say that as a distributor, okay, because I'm making money from you buying the products, but at the same time as a nail technician as well, and you know, I always want the best for you. We really, really need to take care of our business, especially now. The time is tight. So instead of using the normal forms, regular forms, which you can use only once, is wise to use the upper forms, because you can use them more often. So I have my little light next to me. Okay, let me switch this off. I can't write as I'm driving. Don't write and drive, Camila. This is not good for you. So I'm going to first make a little tip. So this one here, I'm looking and it's straight, and I will just cure it. If you use the tips, this technique to create the tips, instead of gluing the tips, etc., etc., please make sure you use the product that is sculpting product, okay? You cannot really use the, and you can use, see underneath, everything is perfectly clean, okay? You can't really use the base gel, like for example rubber base. It's too soft. The rubber base is not suitable for creating any sculpting nails, anything like that. So please be aware of this one. So even if you use the blushes, for example, just as your main products to do the nails, and you want to create a little tip, for example, in this method, you need some kind of sculpting product, and then you can get for yourself the 1 jar of the fiber gel, for example, to use it for the tips, because the rubber base or the blushes are not suitable for creating extensions, especially that thin. Okay, so now I'm curing this for 60 seconds, and I have my tip. I put the black gloves so you can see better. This is just a tip. I'm not making any structure. So I have my tip done, and then I can do the overlay. So first thing first, I'm going to remove the sticky layer from under, and you can see underneath how clean it is. I didn't have to file it or anything. It's super fast, super quick. So hello Olga. So if you didn't never had the training yet for the upper forms, you're more than welcome to join in. Join my training in Edinburgh, or join the training in Southampton with Ina, or with Sabina, or with Cindy or Angelina. So we have it in Nottingham, we have it in Southampton, we have it in Arbroath, we have it here in Edinburgh, also soon in Stirling. And Cindy is in Milton Keynes as well. So you see, I'm just filing the edges, making sure I'm not later wasting my product, and my tip is done. And this is super, super fast to do. And I think the length will be okay, maybe a little bit shorter. And you see, I can file it super thin, but I can still file it with my 180 grit file. The tip is just perfect. So just remove the dust, okay? And now I have my tip done. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to build the structure of my nail as an overlay over the tip. I've chosen the fiber gel ivory, but of course you can use any tip of your choice. And let me do the fiber gel rose then for my for creating, hello Peggy, for creating the structure and my nail. So I remove the dust, And of course, I had in here the rubber base, so I don't need to worry about the rubber base. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just picking up a little bit of the product, and I'm going to show you how to pick up the product from the jar, because this is quite important. And I actually seen the other day, I had the question the other day, and the question was about the jars, that they're always dirty, how to keep them clean and stuff. So, and I made a little video, and I'm going to post it as well, the little video about how to pick up the products, because this is quite important. First of all, you need to have your brush clean, okay? Make sure your brush is clean. You always wipe it with the wipe, and there's no gel on it, okay? And what you're going to do, you just place your brush in a jar, and you just swipe it just like that. And you lift it up, and then one side of the brush is clean, the other side has a product, and you do like a little star. What you cannot do, you cannot do this one. If you do this one, then everything is dirty, and then you've got the cup that is dirty, and it's just a mess, okay? So what you need to do, you just clean in your brush, any brush of your choice, doesn't really matter, is a big brush, small brush, etc. And also, I'm a huge fan of opening the full jar. If you do not travel, open the full jar. Don't worry, don't make these little hearts or circles or any shit like this one. This is just nice for the video, okay? But it just creates the mess. You should have the access to the full jar, and then what you do, you just picking up a little bit, turning the brush, and then you have the gel on the one side of the brush. Could you show how you cut the dual form later? I tried using these square tip ones, but didn't work well for me. Okay, I'll show you, no problem. No problem at all. So let me, first I'm going to place, you see one side of my brush is clean, and one side going into my nail, and first I'm just nicely spreading the gel all over the surface. I have already my base gel, I have my tip, I'm just spreading this. The nail is relatively big, so I may use 2 balls instead of the one, but I will try first with the one. So this is my nice and thin slip layer, I would say, okay? This is nice and thin. And then what I'm doing, I'm not curing this one, okay? I'm cleaning my brush again, so it's nice and dry, to wipe this dust. And again, what I'm doing, I'm just placing my brush inside the jar, and I'm picking up a little bit bigger ball. Again, it's just a one swipe, and I'm creating like a little star. And you see, now I have the string, and I have one ball. Now what I'm doing, and around the middle of the nail, I'm just placing my ball in, just like that. And this is when I'm starting to work with my gel. Now you can clean the brush at this point, and that will be my recommendation if you have any problems with controlling your product, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to really make a mess with this one. You want to work as clean as possible with your gel. And now I'm just touching the gel with my brush, and I'm just gently pushing it, push and pull towards my cuticle. And you see how far away I am from my cuticle? My gel will just touch the previous layer. I don't need to really do anything, because I focus on my first slip layer. And then I'm just gently gliding the gel from one side to another. You can do this in this like smiley motion, which is really good, really cool. Hope you're going to see what I'm doing. And you see how the gel behaves? It just works for you. The fiber gel is so amazing that it actually works for you. You don't need to do too much movements. You just need to guide your gel to stay in the right place. And the less movements you will do, the less circular motion, the less shaking, the less doing this movements, the better end results you will have. And you see, I'm just literally like no touching this gel. I'm not touching this gel at all. This gel, it works for me. And I put these two lights so you will see both of the light reflection, what is happening. The gel works, and then I can just fix the sides. One side, another side. Make sure everything is there. Nothing is floating towards my cuticles. Here, perfect. I will flip it upside down, of course, to center my gel. This is how I'm working with the gel. And just to make sure everything is in the center, a little bit more. You see how easy it is to work? It's just so easy. You cannot don't love this gel. Like, it's the easiest workability ever. There's no other product that works that smoothly as the fiber gel. Has this like perfect structure, and it's just amazing. I'm going to use my smaller brush and just work a little bit closer here. You know, it's not the easiest working on your own nails, but I am trying to make my ugly nails nicer with the fiber gel. Perfect. Okay, let me flip it for a second as well. And you see I had this white tip, and now I have this rose. It looks a little bit like a nice natural looking nails, like a little bit like a baby boom thing. But you see the reflection, I didn't file it, I didn't touch it. It's just like I literally made no movements, like zero movement. This gel is absolutely game changer. And if you do not work with the fiber gel yet, you're more than welcome to join me, join my classes. Just give me a text. If you need the conversion course from your previous products, or maybe you work with blushes and you want to start working with the fiber gel, just nip in for a couple of hours. We can also do this online. It's not a problem at all. If you're far away in the UK, I can also come to your salon, because it is just a pleasure working with the fiber gel. Plus, these fibers inside, creating this mesh, as I mentioned, creating this really strong protection to the natural nails and really strong protection to your enhancement. The gel is super hard. It's actually unbreakable. So it is just a perfect product. And now I'm curing this. My curing time is 1.5 minutes. You can pinch these nails after so many seconds, depending on your light, if you prefer so. But it's not really necessary to pinch if you have the nice structure already built it with the fiber gel. So I'm going to close this jar while this one is curing. And then, 1.5 minutes pass, and this is my nail cure. It is untouched. Okay, and of course it is required filing, okay, refining, requires a little bit of extra attention to make it perfect, but it's just a little bit. It's just small amount, and you can see even on the reflection, if I will push it, I can just buff it. Okay, so I'm going to file it, of course. I close my jar. Remember, the gels are really static, and they're picking up everything that is on your table. Every mess, every dust, everything is always inside the jar. So make sure your jars are closed and no next to you when you're working, when you're filing, okay? It's really important. So let me just file it, and my filing, as I do, is just square. Just file it square. It's really easy to file. I'm filing 180 grit, okay? No pressure. You can see how I'm holding my file. No pressure. And by the way, if you need a hand with your filing, you can always join my filing online mini course. So it's nice and easy. And you see, I just refined this one. And of course, I'm going to refine the edges as well, because I do not have the upper form, so I had to build the structure. And of course I have this gel sitting down slightly. So even if I have this like no filing technique, I like to make sure everything is perfect if it comes to nails for the color or not. But you see, it is really thin. I don't need to really apply too thick with the gel to make it super strong. And then I could use the e-file just around my cuticles, but I won't because I don't want to make a mess. So I'm going to use my hand file and just a platform and a little bit of photoshopping just to make sure I'm connecting everything together. You see, it's just a little bit of dust. It's literally nothing that I'm doing. I'm not filing too much. I'm just perfecting it. Just to make sure I have my nice and straight nails. And yeah, I can't really show you this. And of course, online, you can't really feel it. But guys, I'm telling you, this gel is super hard. So you can't see it, but honestly, even if I squeeze it as much as I can, you can't break it. You can't break it. And this gel holds the structure, which means if you create the arch and stuff, that's why this gel is amazing for the competitions as well, because you can make it really thin nails and the holding the structure, holding the corners. Your clients will come back after 3 to 4 weeks for the refill with exactly the same arch. This gel does not open, okay? It is just amazing. It's super strong, and holds everything, okay? If some of you I've heard had some problems with the adhesion because of the camouflage, then I would recommend to use the rubber base as a base layer if you have the problems with the adhesion. But this is our nail is done super quick, even if you do the overlay over the natural nail, over the tips, over square tip like this one. And once I'm having this one, I'm going to show you how I cut this. Oops. So what I will do, I will just match my tip with the size, okay, with this one. So it's not suitable really for this nail, but because this nail is just growing down, but it's not about that, okay? So I'm always making sure I'm cutting these beads in here, just like that. So just diagonal, just like that. I'm cutting them away, like that. So then when I'm placing the form, you see the form is like this one. Okay, maybe on a black background you will see better. Okay, it is like that. So then I have the gel in here without the corners pushing into skin, because I never really applied this gel at the very tip anyway, and this is not to create the full thing. This is just to create the tip for me personally. So this is how I'm doing this. The product is super thin, just to create the tips, and I will just cut the other one and I will just place it just like that, and then press it down to create the tip. Hope that makes sense at all, Alexandra, to you. But if you have any issues and stuff, just text me, and then I will try to help you, and you will show me what is not working for you. I will, of course, I am of course available anytime you need me. So if that doesn't work, text me and we'll try to fix it, okay? So first one is done, and now let's do the second one. This was really quick. And for the second one, we're going to do some marbles. And for some marbles, I'm going to use the few different gels, okay, for the colors. And I will also use inside these little shells. Okay, I love the shells. We need a little bit of sparkles. The nails be too plain. So I pick up my form already, and I'm going to use the classic square form for my nail. Okay, my nail is curved, but it's already this form. I will just find it super universal, and I still have enough space to create my nail. just to make it square, but just the length. Okay, I need something just to mark the length. The 3. So I will know what is happening. And somewhere here, I will just mark where my natural nail is finished. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to dehydrate my nail. And I'm going to apply the rubber base. I don't have to really put the rubber base. I can use the fiber gel that I have in here. It can be the rose, is no problem at all. As my base. So as I mentioned, you can use the fiber gel as a base layer. You don't need any extra product, and this is really cool. And that also goes with our bottles, okay? With our bottles, again, just apply 2 layers of this one. The nails are super strong, super strong. I promise you, the clients that you have the problematic nails, the clients that are weak, the clients that cannot wear product that is too hard, like in building base for the gel polish might be too hard. The clients that have nails a little bit longer and need a little bit extra structure. I promise you, if you use the fiber coat in a bottle, doesn't matter if it's a camouflage or clear and stuff, just 2 thin layers, guys, and the clients will come back with absolutely nothing after 4 weeks. Okay, nothing. No broken nails, no tears, no chipped nails, like nothing. I promise you, I guarantee you. And if you don't, then come back to me, because it means something is not right with your application or the curing. Because this product is the one that I can guarantee that will work for any type of clients. Absolutely universal product, okay? So, I've cleaned my brush. And now I have my nail dehydrated. So again, I'm just going to pick up small amount of the product, tiny bit, just like that. I just swipe it, make it a little star, and I have one side of the brush with the product and one side without the product. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place it in the nail. The nail is of course matte, was buffed. I removed the nails, as I mentioned to you, I removed my previous nails. Nice and thin layer, the same as I would use the rubber base. Okay, and this one goes to the light for 60 seconds. Nice and thin. You see it is camouflaging. Here it was camouflaging, but in a thin layer it is transparent, and this transparency is the key for the first layer always, okay? For perfect adhesion, do not apply too much because that will always cause you problems. You always need to have this adhesion layer that is nice and thin, fully controlled all over the natural nail, so you're making this nice connection between the natural nail and the artificial product, so the product won't lift. And this will be my base layer, and my base layer needs to be cured for 60 seconds. And then I can move into my upper form to create my marbles, okay? Thank you. Oh, I can see the comment, thank you. And we also have some person watching us from Greece, I believe. Maybe I'm mistaken. And I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm really sorry. Maybe Camila would help me. She's fluent, so she can help me and say thank you, because unfortunately I can't say it. So guys, if you have any questions, don't forget, you can ask me here or later as well, and I will reply. So let me come back to my tip, and I've marked for myself the length of the nail. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start with the fiber gel clear, okay? Fiber gel clear, and I'm going to apply a little bit of clear inside my form, because I need, and again you will see small amount of product. I'm just picking up one side of my brush, and I'm always doing this way, and that will be my really thin, nice and thin protection layer because I'm going to apply some stones later, I need to make sure my stones, my shells are not completely out of the surface, because if there will be, what's going to happen, if I need to buff my nail or something, I will just buff the shells. So I don't want that. And so yeah, that's why I'm just first doing the clear layer. Okay, so let's go back. So I just pre-cure this so it's not moving. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just picking up small amount of clear gel as well, and I'll just place it a little bit in the middle. And I'm going to use my shells. Okay, so I love them. They're so colorful, so colorful. You can't really see it in the video, but guys, they are so beautiful. Oh, I have one. My nail already. Go away. You're not going. You are going here. So I'll just place a few in the middle. Of course, the size will depend on your nail and on the form. So you can see I'm creating relatively small nail, a short one for this inlays, for this marble inlays. So you need to be aware of this one as well. And let me just break them. It's back of my brush. You can also use the tissue to break them as well into smaller pieces. Then they will definitely won't jump anywhere. Okay, and I can see on the other side where they are. Make sure your shells are never close to the cuticle, okay, because you will cause some lifting. And then some small pieces, just a few in the middle, nice and colorful. And I'm just going to place it under the light, just quickly pre-cure it, so then I can close this one and put this one aside. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open few jars of the fiber gel. Okay, so I have the extender, I have the rose, maybe not rose, they're too similar. I'll have the peach, okay, they're two different ones. I would also have frosted pink. And now maybe white, fiber gel white. Yeah, let's do the white, just white, fiber gel white. Just the white, okay? I have all of these colors, so I'll use them all in the one nail. And because I will need to apply small amount of the product, I'm going to use the detailer number 3 brush. Okay, you can see the detailer number 3 is a smaller brush, so then I won't have too much. So what I'm starting off, I'm going to start with a little bit of peach. I'll just already touch with my hand where my nail should finish, and I'm just creating a line, just like that. And then I'll clean my brush and pick up a little bit of frosted pink and creating the line right next to it. So just apply it in a line. I'm not making any marbles now. I'm not making any design. This design will just make itself, if that makes sense, by a little bit of pressure. So in just a white, and now a little bit of extender here in the middle. So when I'm looking on this, from this point of view, I can just see some of the colors, and if you check from the other side and you will see that everything is too white, then you know you need to add more nude. And if you see you don't have enough white and everything is just pink, then you know you need to use a little bit more of white. So just a little bit of peach in here, so you can incorporate all of the colors inside this one. And I'll just use a little bit more white inside the apex area, just here. And which one will be the most, oh, let me use the pink peach again around the cuticles, just really in here. So I'm just checking one more time on the other side if I have the full nail covered, and I'm going to add a little bit more of the products in the sides. Make sure this area is covered. And now I will just quickly close these jars, because I'm going to extender. Okay, so I'm just flipping my tip upside down, and I have my light ready in here. That's why I'm always closing the jars, just to make sure I'm not too close. And then I'm placing my form, and then curing. So you can see this method of working with the fiber gel is a little bit faster than sculpting the nails by hand. That's why I'm choosing this method in a salon now, and I'm recommending you to try it and to use it, because time is money. But of course, different methods can be done, and see, other way around, I can see everything is just perfect. So even though my gel was liquidy, nothing is flipping under, everything is just right where it should be. So I'm just checking everything is there, and now my nail can go to the light for full cure. And of course, if you need it, you can pinch it as well. So it is, fiber gel is really, really nice to work in both freehand sculpting technique as an overlay over tips, to create the tips, to make it, use it on forms, or you can use it on the upper forms. It's just brilliant to work in any method. So it's really, really, I really do recommend to use the fiber gel in your salon. It's just brilliant. It's just absolutely fantastic to work with, and really, really easy. As you can see, it's really, really fast to work in any technique, and it's not too much filing, which is really, really important when you're working in a salon, because you just really want to have this minimal filing. We need to file the nails when we do the refill, and of course we need to make them shorter. It's always lots of mess. So then if we can use less filing when we actually sculpting nails, is a bonus when you see the end result right away. So I'm curing my gel 1.5 minutes for the fully cure, and then I'll be able to file the edges and refine the edge again. We don't need to fully file the thing, because the nail will be done. So now there is a moment of true moment that everybody likes. So it is the click. Okay, you can see I have nothing around my cuticle, nothing was leaking underneath. It's super fast to do, so I encourage you to do the training of the upper form. So what I will do, on a 1, 2, 3 click, and my nail is done. It's just perfect. What I need, I just need to nicely refine it. So I will remove the sticky layer from under and from the top. And my jars are closed now. And I'm picking up my 180 file, 80 grit file. I don't know if you see the marble in here. if it's visible in this light, but if not, I'm going to take some macro picture. And under is literally the nail is done. Like zero filing, I just need to gently clean it underneath, of course, because yeah, at the end of the day, it is the gel and the gravity takes some product down and we're not able to control it, but you can see the cuticle area is perfect. Everything is perfect. Nails is done. So if you haven't done the upper form training yet, and you want to try it, or maybe you did it and that doesn't work as you want it to work, please let me know. I literally run this training once a month because there's always someone who needs it. And yeah, you can create the hard gel nails in literally a second. And if you know how, it's really, really possible. So this is it. Make it straight. Oh, I love these little shells. They're so, so pretty. And the perfect structure. The nail is nice and thin with the super hard gel, and I can squeeze it and I can try to break it, and it's really impossible to break. Impossible, like both of them. It's just, yeah, the nails are just perfect. So let me put some top gel on top of them. Just clean it. This is so easy, super fast. So for this one, okay, let me use the sparkly one. I'm going to use the Matte Flakes Top Gel Rose, or maybe not. Let me use the normal one, Supreme Finish, on both of them. Why not? They will look nice on the picture. I'm going to take the picture after. So nice and thin layer. The nail is done. With easy minimum filing, with the freehand sculpting technique, with the fiber gel rose over the white tip. I think looks a little bit like a baby boom, don't you agree? Really, really fast baby boom. I think I need to use this technique more often with the white tip on the clients. Look, super fast baby boom with the rose and the ivory. Just perfect, super, super quick. Super quick. So that will be my way of doing baby boom and natural look now. A little bit of soapy nails. Nice and clean. So you see the reflection. Nice, good, high quality nails and long lasting nails for your clients. So I'm just checking the reflection here. Everything is there. Just place the nail down a little bit because I've got the feeling I've got a little bit of too much of the top gel in this area, but that's okay. Okay, now I will just precure it a few seconds, and then I will put the top gel onto my marble nails. Marble nails. So you can see. I hope you see everything on the screen as I see in here, because yeah, the light is not perfect, but I was trying to pick up as much reflection from the two IKEA lights that I have, so you can see exactly how easy it is to work with the fiber gel. And now our marble with the shells. Beautiful. Oh, I love these shells. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay. Nice and thin layer over this one. Classic structure. Hello, Carolina. Hello. Nice you joining in. Classic structure with a few fiber gels and then just reflection. This one goes to the light for 60 seconds as well. So let me cure it. And then we'll be ready to see the end result. So do you have any preferences, which one you like more? You think the free sculpting is better or the upper form is better? Because I personally prefer the upper form. It's just much faster, much quicker. You can do much more in a shorter period of time with the upper forms. So let me know in comments what you think about this one. And yeah, don't forget you have the 20% discount for the fiber gel this month. So if you're using the fiber gel, just use it, use the discount. I'm already selling lots of jars because we have the fiber gel lovers in different colors, but maybe you use the one color and you want to try the different one, or maybe you need a few to make a marble now. And you can also make this marble with the fiber coat from the bottle, sorry. Just the fiber coat from the bottle is more like softer gel that is suitable for more natural nails. I wouldn't recommend to use it for the extensions, especially even if you think like, okay, short extensions, I can use the fiber coat, etc. as well. I will tell you, it's just a waste of money. So upper form sounds better, faster, but still need more practice with them. Definitely, Aneta, the practice is a key. I had to practice as well. Okay, so it's not like I went for the one training and I suddenly became expert in it. I'm learning constantly all the time because the new things are coming, and I'm all the time practicing. I'm using this all the time, even with the clients, and I'm also having this with my trainees, with my students. I'm always saying this. Try to use it on your clients. So for example, but not as a full set, okay? So when you have the clients and the clients are common and they just broke the one nail, instead of picking up your usual technique, pick up the upper form and just use it once, because then it's like a little bit less stress. You have only one, just in case if something will go wrong, you have only one nail to fix instead of the full set. And then maybe next time you will use two, the next time three. If you use the upper forms on your own nails, use it on your own nails as often as possible. Then you will practice as well. On your coworker, on your friends that come in for the nails. We all have these friends that they just come in for nails and they can stay a little bit longer with us. You can practice on them. And yeah. And then this is how it is. Like with any technique, when we started with biop, we had to practice as well. When we started with gel polish, we had to practice with forms, paper forms, with tips, with all of it. We just had to practice. Hello, Eileen. That's a great idea, actually, but everything is good when we know good techniques. Upper forms really good for nails when the nails are growing down. Absolutely. I think the upper forms are really cool for any type of problematic nails. We can work much quicker, because with the problematic nails, when we need to cut the form and just adjust the form, etc., it's always problematic. But with the upper form, it's much easier. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just having my cuticle oil, and I'll just place it a little bit here. I still need to file it under, but I'm going to do it later. Of course, really impressed with one of your last lives with the shells and fiber and how many possibilities they are with shapes. It is absolutely amazing stuff. And now I will have the girls for the level 2 of the upper forms, where we're going to do the French. So it was actually my Justina, she was talking about this. She needs to learn how to do the French with the upper forms, with these inside forms, because they're not working, they're moving, etc. So on 28th of April, you're all more than welcome to join me for the level 2 of upper forms, when we will create lots of inlays, when we'll do a French, reverse technique with different products. So it's more fun, but the basics are important. So you need to know the basics. You need to know how to fit the form, how to match the form, to then later play. And if you understand how to use it, how to cut it, how to match it to the natural nail, then later the rest is just fun, like any other thing with nails. So first it's always a struggle. First it's always, oh, I'm not really sure what to do, but then later become fun, and we can have fun with our occupation. But by learning, we also keeping ourselves always excited, which is good. So these are my 2 nails, and I will take a nice picture of it when we finish the live, because I need my phone. The marble with the shells, and I really hope you see this marble. Is really, really cool. And the other one, our super fast baby boom. I'm actually surprised how nice it ended up with this baby boom with the fiber gel. So this is the rose and the ivory, and here we have the mix of different fiber gels in the jar. So yeah, that's me for this one. Let me just flip the camera. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for watching, and also for your question. And of course, if you have any more questions about the fiber gel, fiber coat in a bottle, or maybe any other things, please do not hesitate to text me. I'll try my best to reply. For the upper forms, you're more than welcome to join my classes. If you already been in my classes and still struggling and maybe want to join again, no problem at all. I had this actually the talk with the Aileen the other day. She said she didn't practice after the course. She doesn't really get it. So I said to her, she's more than welcome to join in. So if you already had the class and need a little bit extra, you can join in. And if you're away as well, I'm also offering the one-to-one mentoring online. So if you need me for one-to-one online classes, we can set up some nice Zoom call or something like that, whatever will be suitable to you. And then we can make it happen, and I can help you with whatever you need, whatever your struggle is, either with the upper forms or maybe products or business or anything like that. So this is it. This is me for tonight. Of course, in 2 weeks' time, we will have another live, and I believe is Joanna there. And then we have the special about the fiber gel and the fiber coat, again at the end of the month with Inga. Inga is our brand new educator, just starting up in Stirling. Some of you already know the Inga because she's always here to comment and stuff. You've seen Inga before for sure. So Inga is coming to give us the live about the fiber gel and fiber coat. I'm really looking forward to it because it will be really, really informative. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Aneta. Again, if you have any question, I'm here for you, and I will speak to you next time. Bye-bye.